Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. This week's a little bit different. We're traveling right now. So in preparation of our travels, I'm going to show you guys how we summarize our fifth wheel. Now a lot of it's already been done. Because we went out in January and went winter camping. There's a couple of pictures right there. When we got back, we had to winterize it again. We did the cleaning. So it really didn't get very dirty. We did touch-up cleaning already. Now we have to make sure the plumbing's good to go. Make sure the batteries are still good. Make sure the propane tanks are full. Make sure the heating system works. And then we get to test the AC. So we got this in October and we haven't had a chance to test the AC. So we're going to make sure it works now. That way when we get back, before we have another trip, we can get it serviced if need be. So stick around and let's dive into the fifth wheel. Alright guys, so when it comes to treating the water tanks here, container of hydrogen peroxide in there. Some people are against it, some people are for it. Some people even put bleach in there. It's all up to you and what you're comfortable with. We're going to use peroxide today. We're going to fill the tank, let it sit 24 hours. Then we're going to drain it. During that period, we're going to run through all the faucets and run and make sure there's no RV antifreeze coming out. That's the pink stuff, so there's no pink stuff coming out once we get to the water. Then we'll turn those off, call it good. Okay, so while that's filling up, let's go back in the trailer, throw away our empty peroxide bottle, start running some of this water through the internal plumbing. As I mentioned, we've already gone out, so we've done this a couple times. So when I start running the water, there's not going to be any pink stuff coming out because we've already done it. All right, let's turn the pump on, the water pump. Let's go turn on some water. Well, we're going to go around to all the faucets and just run some water through them. As I mentioned, we've already done this, so this is just kind of showing you guys. There's some of the things still in there. We'll run quite a bit through here. As a matter of fact, while I'm in here, go ahead. Put some Happy Camper in here. This. Keep your toilet from stinking. You dissolve the scoop in the water there and flush it down. And you'll be good to go. Okay, now fresh water tank. It's half full. We're doing pretty good. We're going to test the AC real fast here. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Get kicked on. Oh yeah, you can tell we haven't used it. There's Cobwebs in there, got some stuff flying out. Oh yeah. Glad we're doing this now so we can clean before we take off for our trip. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, it's cooling down in here quick. Of course, it's not very hot outside. Yeah, bedroom vents are working. Bathroom vents are working. I'd say the AC is doing really good. All right, let's switch it to heat. Gotta go turn the propane on. All right, furnace blue. That's good enough for me. It worked. It worked fantastic for us in January when it was 16 degrees out. As a matter of fact, it was so good. If you're new to RVing, make sure you get a dehumidifier, especially if you're going to camp in the winter. There's a lot of condensation that happens when you're camping in the winter in these RVs. All right, let's go outside. Check our propane levels. That tank's good. Now it's good to go too. Depending on what kind of batteries you have, it's going to be different. Most people have the acid batteries, so you got to put them on a trickle charger. Ours has been out here plugged in all winter because we actually come out and use this thing all the time. So I know our batteries are good. What you need to do is get some distilled water, check the levels. If they're low, you fill them, and you should be good to go. All right, one more faucet to check out here. This faucet actually needs a key for it. It's our outside shower. Okay, good to go. Now, the next thing you're going to check is you're going to check your tires. Make sure there's no wear and tear, cracks, anything like that. You should do this not only when you're summarizing, you should do it before every trip. Now, we're leaving in a couple of days, and just before we leave, we have an appointment to swap these out. This is original manufacturer tires, aka China bombs. So we're gonna go swap it out for some Goodyear Endurance. I do have a TPMS on them. If you don't have a TPMS on your trailer, I'd get one as soon as possible. They're a lifesaver. You don't want to blow tires traveling down the road. Tires, they blow. They can tear this stuff up. Depending on how your propane lines are ran, it can ruin your propane lines, it can ruin your water lines, do a lot of damage. So worst case scenario, regardless of what tires you have, travel with a TPMS. Always check your tire pressure before you travel on both your trailer and your tow rig. Next thing we're gonna do, she needs a bath.